explain for you. Try to explain briefly. Nama Shir Guru Way. Nama is like Indians say Namaste, is pay homage, meaning pay homage or pay respect. Shir means the glories. Of course, the Lama is the glories of everything. So Guru is the Guru, yeah. Way means some kind of preposition, I think. I'm not sure it's Sanskrit, 100%. Yeah. And then Mudrib Joni Lama Rinpoche Droken of Shechtu Pali Gdaim Jugni Tugjir Genshet Mepi Quatinchen Shoktan Tamon Mudrib Startak Soros. So this is Dolpopa Sheriff Johnson. He did for his own teachers. So this good thing is how we should think is how he think. Okay? So our attitude, how it should be, is what he does. If we do exactly what he does, then we definitely will achieve what he achieved, because we are the same lineage. Okay, he's saying that Mudum Joni means the source of all city is the Lama, the precious one. Droken Shakti Pali means please, you sit above of the seat lotus on our crown for everybody's all sentient beings. So, you are the most kind because of your blessings are continue. There's no such thing, oh, this time, yes, blessed, this time is not blessed. No such thing. It's always. So that means we have to have this understanding. If we don't have that understanding, then it's our fault. We don't have continued blessing. But that is not Lama's weak. Is our weakness for everybody. Means, may I destroy that the common city and the supreme city. Supreme city means enlightenment, Buddhahood. Okay. So the Lama pursues one. You are the three refuges, which means Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Lama is Buddha, also Lama is Dharma, as Lama is Sangha. Your quality of the body and speech, mind is inconceivable. In this, your wisdom and kindness, compassion qualities are incountable, is countless, innumerable. What I want to bless is just exactly is Lama like yourself. Okay? So you have to think about this. Dolpopa Sheriff Johnson is incredibly famous at that time and that place. And his teacher is not that. But he still put far away from his bow. So that's we have to learn. It's always up to us. It's subjective, it's not objective, okay? Skjafsumrdan bi sangi kunjachzo. You are the embodiment of all three refuges, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. But not only that, but also you are the principle of all the Buddha. You are the treasure of all Dharma, such as the Patimoksha vehicle, Bodhisattva vehicle, and the Vajrayana vehicle. So you are the owner of all the Sangha. Sangha, those who has these three trainings, ethical discipline training, and the concentration, stabilization training, and the wisdom training. Goksum could be I pay respect with my three doors and always prostrate and take refuge. Tuksum Garvi number of Tirvirkas. You are the manifestation of three terms of the Buddha. Tuksum Nasir Tamshu Dastis. So you are the medicine of the cure of all three poisons, such as ignorance, hatred, and attachment. So your mind is a union of all sanghas. So that means sangha means sangha means union. Sangha means assembly, union, very well. So that's why, and praise also like that way. So your mind is the perfect sangha, which means everything is harmonious. Sangha means harmonious, okay? And if there's sangha, something not harmonious, that's not sangha. So I pay respect of my lamas, bodies, which mind. Kangum can be more rabginis. So you are incredible expansion of the wisdom. Just like sun on the sky, you are Marik Venser Ojitawangit. So you are the shining truth, spell all the darkness or ignorance. So please clear my ignorance in my heart. Ganga Tujim Hombo Kanlar Nyums, yo Ganga Tujim Hombo Kanlar Nyum, Stayo Kanla Manjiranam Kavjan. Oh, this time probably he talking about more Buddha nature, the ultimate. He said, Ganga Tujim Hombo Kanlar Nyum means your body is events for everything. Your body is pervasive for all the anonymous and anonymous. What do you call it?
Inanimate.
Inanimate and animate, okay, which means beings and not beings. Lucian can la so that means he's talking about the ultimate Lama. And you are within everybody's as the Tatangatangarba, Buddha nature. Therefore, so may I realize the innate primordial wisdom. Your power, yes, and activities is inconceivable. So you are the like wishful jewel on the tip of the victory banner. So you are full the fish of everybody's desire and inspiration. Therefore, please, may we accomplish the both well-being of ourselves and sentient being. So you have the qualities of means the qualities like Buddha nature. So you don't need to change anything, you just uncover. And min means something, and the relative qualities you have to make better and better and develop. Both that kind of the qualities as immeasurable as your as a treasure. Just like water, just like jewels, just like lotus, just like ocean, he's saying. So they like the water have incredible quality. We cannot even live without water. So remember, and Rinchen means the jewels is expensive, and they have special, minerals. And then Chishki is that lotus is a very special quality. Even you come from the dirt, they're never dirty. Yeah, then Jamso, that Jamso is the ocean, as the ocean is incredible profound. So I think he telling that all the his the qualities. Your mind always full of immutable beliefs. So permit deshin tobrashingilos. So what we want wish, we gain as permit deachimbo. So permit deachimbo means means immutable great beliefs. So all sentient beings' beliefs is always immutable. So we want immutable beliefs. Okay. Kom chuksum dan lama gnismet. The three jewels and the Lama, you are inseparable. Tetang yondan sogni tamatats. And two accumulations and your quality is inseparable. Therefore, Lama is the source of all siddhis, source of all attainment, basically. So therefore, may I drink all nectars from your mouth. Your mouth means your teachings. Whatever Lama say is we have to consider as liberation nectar. Okay, is if the Lama say praise, then you're happy, and Lama criticizes, then you are unhappy. Not that. Be both criticism or praise or no more talk, everything you have to see as like liberation nectar. Okay, so that's why Dolpopa saying here. Gang tingi kiva tam chittas, of the tanyo no tsuki matsukparas, Zablam rinchin sechik gombai, Dorjin chang compound to shows. So, because Lama Yokan is, I can the practice that teachings all lifetimes, the events, the evils or demons or anybody cannot disturb, and even the afflictions cannot disturb. That kind of yeah, this kind of blessing is the Vajra Yoga path. So that is a priceless jewel. So I always single-pointedly concentrate on that. So then I will achieve the Vajradhara hood as soon as possible. Sorvandev son rumgun chujirjes. I always pray the protector of all sentient beings and the Dharma Lord. Sorvandev so you have to pay attention. So I always pray and remember that you all, Yafti means your father, son means the lineage lamas. Your kindness. Still I chamber Jesus on the source. Please hold me as your disciple with your unconditional love. Sorvandev so shinji love the source. So I've always to prayer. So please bless me, and yeah, so please bless me. Continue means that. Okay, then is finish that prayer, and then say Ji Savi Lamar Sorvandev pass. So this is G means this prayer for Lama, for the Root Lama, and Ngudum Joni Jifyas. So this name is source of all Siddhis. Jifyanda. Lamar Jiptin Jip Trantikirwas. So who did that is the servant of the Lord of Lama. Means Dolpopa Sherab Johnson himself, he see as himself like a slave for the Lama. Okay, so Sherab Johnson, for example, Kopaos, his real name is Sherab Johnson, for example, Shabang Trashi. So Shabang means Sanskrit, Trashi means the same meaning, I think. So here we have to understand that why he sees sleep, okay? So we have to understand this Dharma profound. In general, sleep means the worst. You can never born as slave. You never wish be a slave. The worst. Even you, maybe some selfish people, if you hear you become a slave, you just hearing, probably you die or you fainted. But here is he himself is a slave for the Lama. So that means he has such great honor to slave the Lama. So that's why he achieved incredible realizations because of that attitude. So this is, I think, maybe difficult for normal people to understand. But we are familiar with Vajrayana. We have to understand this is most important. Yeah, so so remember, because that more is subjective, it's not objective Vajrayana path, that's why. But okay, this Lama is incredible or not incredible is matters for ordinary people, for lower people. For good practitioner, doesn't matter, not so much matter. At least you find somebody can respect or somebody you can unconditionally love and devote, that's good enough for normal people, nothing else. But for very ordinary people, matters how he is incredible or not. So we are very fortunate, even we are so ordinary. Not everybody, but as anybody is ordinary. Still, we have the Dolpopa is incredible. We found it. So that's why today I'm telling you a little bit briefly how Dolpopa is, how can be how Dolpopa is like Buddha, because Buddha himself predicted through the many sutras and tantras. The important thing is many people interpreted the many other lamas Buddha predicted, but very little, just one text or some similar name, and then they interpret it that way, usually. But Dolpopa is very different. The most predict many times as many words as most clear is Dolpopa. Nobody has that. That's why I told you that many times, but I didn't say one by one. So today, hopefully we can say one by one. Okay? Maybe not translate everything, every words, but first, so in the sutra, he has prediction. Dolpopa is Letsaba, something Buddha's during Buddha time, somebody there, his disciples, and also later on Dangajuna. So that he talking about. Letza Jonang Jiktin Tamchi Jim Tonar Gawa Jipshar, Kerte, Teni, Jiktin Jin Kam Terum Gumbo Yonse, Nyangan Lin Dipi, Okte, Stamba Nipi to Sir Kertse Lobja, Chilun Bana, Gel Hon, Lobzan Jipshar, and Gerani, Rankastokla, Musta, Varikshi, Tem, Don, the Shin Barangero, Teni, Lobja, Lonbi, Okte, Heni, Jiktin Jin Kam, Devajan Skivaneros. So that briefly translation is one time he becomes the Lutsab Tonagawa. Tonagawa means when he's seeing makes everybody happy. So he become like that, and then he benefit made bends, and then after that he one day he passed away, and then he went to the Amitabha Pure Land. And then people during the people's lifespan is 80 years old. That time, so he becomes like a foreordained monk called Lobzang. Lonchang, not Lobzang, sorry, Lonchang, and then he take dharma everywhere, even risk his life. Then when he's 100 years old, then he went to Amitabha Pure Land. Okay? Chilo Jachewala stand by Nyambarin Girvitse. So, Tini Log Yellow and Beast of the Hini, Tini Kan, the Agent, the Kyoran Yeros. So, when is that? Is a time to start to start. Chilo Jachi stand by Nyambarin Girvitse. So, this is lifespan is 8 years that time. Hoshuks Yil Meron Wajib Shawana, Chundram last in be Tong Kiramakamatu Wajib Shawana, Tedan Yevi Tong Jibshawa Chimbona. So then, you know, that's what we're talking about is both Lutsab and the Nagajuna. And then later on, and that time is that lifespan 80 years. And then when is that is Hoshuk is the place. Where is the place is also telling that Hoshuk yilt Yirmaron the Jibshawana Chundam. So is South India. And near of the river. Then this town's name is Tongchira Makamatsuba Jibsha Nyevindamana Chimona. Kaori Jibshana. So that means also talking about the birthplace. So this is mixture, okay? Not talking about only that, just the here we separated, you know, like the what he did and where is it, what place, what birthday. So Kayori Jivsha means the where is Dolpopa born, that place still exists. They call Kayor. Then Buddha said, his name is my name, same as my name. Okay, Buddha said he's my name. So then later on, people call him, you know, Torpo Sanghi. Sanghi is Buddha's name. And also Khenchen also Buddha's name. So they become like that, as a prediction. Also, he predicted as a monk, a full monk, full ordained monk. Jean Tongwi Tavlan Kibir Gelhong. So where he ordained is that place, telling. And then what he did is the four Bodhisattva activities. He did that. So they're telling what we did. What he did is he found the sutras other people didn't find. So Gendal la takhur shinis, so he he established that the Sangha are very pure. So what he did, first anything corruption or anything impure things, he how you say, he is get rid of this. So then what he taught is he taught as the Dhamma Sutra and many other Dharma wells. He talked like that. And also then he inside that say so he below Dharma Conch, he is he is holding that Dharma victory. So all of them Buddha said. So that means he teach Jantong, and he make that new thoughts, like new understanding. No, these things. So then said that talking about this is emptiness, about emptiness, the different emptiness. So what is the emptiness about is the Buddha nature. Buddha nature, all sentient beings possess the full Buddha nature. That's he talking about. So, and he going to talk about the Dhamma Sutra. Because Dhamma Sutra is third Dharma well. Chu Chambu Ngar Dongwaringir. Another place also say he also make huge drum of Dharma, which means the Jantong's teachings. Chu Chambu Dongbat Paringir. Also Dharma and Chuji Jantan Rangyo. Yes, many places, different terms, I think Buddha said this. Ni ngosum te ko kyun paringiros. Ni ngosum te ko kyun paringiro. So means I think he teaches directly what I taught. Shimdo the tuning church this. So then he said he has a long lifespan, okay, and no obstacle. So Dolpopa live as in 70s, so that's that time in that place, incredible harsh place, Tibet, unhealthy place. I think this is very long life. Lob jam du khtamar ma jang chuji chen be paringeros. So lob ger so approximately 100 years he gone on the his teachings. Lob jan di pi okto hof shuk ter hof shuk ji mer nam ji na te yang number trwa chimbo nam trjang yong sum yang lin di perstamber yer tos. And other his emanations come and they teach, and these things he talk about. Ni ma chang ge hon tes takter genen gi yons takhorin gi shiros. So he said, Buddha said, my name using that Lama, he is always many times do these teachings. Ni manzin bir gan hon tika chetit kan da dui tuji dewa strip evi sokan yi dubde kurwa tang ramo tang la khala alawam tang zang zang ko. So yeah, my name same as my name, the teach this person teach many things, and many the art and make many book and the Dharma and also other normal things. He been generous, even given the food or those things. And also he defeat many of other wrong views and everything. And also he said he even is Buddha, he tried to appear as a normal person. So doesn't matter how he has appeared, and he is the real Buddha, and he's saying that. So he is seventh Burmi of, but still he appears like normal. Teni work up there ni ma chang ge no din der ke ji ke ma kartev dag du ji no jiro nyam te sem ke par jiro kang che. So this is he talking about how he realized things. First just ordinary people, then he studied normal things, but then how he realized the Jantong view, and then he become exception those things. So he has many signs of bodhisattvas, talking about that. And there will be same chin so he never abandoned the disciples again and fear and injustice. So he always very great joy with teaching and to help sentient beings. Vimit tang, manang tang, gelhong ma tang, kendati bani gero tang, wangshuk tang, hashik tang. He has no he has no bias of the male and female, and even gay, the neutral people, what do you call them? The hermaphrodite in everything. And also he has no, even the Hindu or different religions, all of them, he doesn't make he doesn't discriminate. And then okay, and then samtan so then this is all bodhisattva signs, okay, the bodhisattva signs. He doesn't have even like this or such dirty or anything like that, this things or this is disgusting, doesn't have those. And he always hold the dharma is the most precious. The most very clear what he here Buddha predicted is he going to teach that Tathagatagarbha is a permanent and eternal and the peace and so all this usually typical Buddhist not talking things. He talk all of them. This things very very clear, so the other people cannot comprehend the things. Yeah. So then is he teaching particularly this Dharma Wheel, the 10 sutras, and this 10 essence of teaching, all of these things. So then he has many other sutras. He has predicted him. So always the predictions the same as or everybody is commonly saying is he teaches the real Mahayana, he teaches the real Vajrayana, he teaches the real definitive. Whoever say their teachings are the definitive, but the Dolpopa himself is the Buddha's sutras and tantras all predicted him as he teaches the real definitive. So this all talking about this eternal or these gentle terms. So Dolpopa, he always talk about if you wrong view is worse than wrong conduct, because like if it's wrong view, then everything is the root by the view. so everything going to corrupt. So that's he say always he emphasized on the view. So these things they here say much more clear. Okay, so I just a little bit roughly said everything, but not very thoroughly. It's hard to translate the sutras. It kind of repeating, sense like I cannot do, because very tiny differences. I cannot make translation very well. But doesn't matter that the most important is Dolpopa predicted his birthplace, his parents' name, and this and in this one is not all predictions here. Only they can find currently those ones just put there. But we cannot find many texts in the past, difficult to find ones, but already we had in the pieces, those ones not included here. But a total is that Dolpopa predicted Buddha is nobody predicted like that clear. Nobody have that detail. Why this is important for typical people, for those cannot rely on a subjective, and everything is our own capacity. Because Buddha say, "Rangni rangam goyende." So yourself is a liberator for yourself. So people cannot rely on that 100%. Then we always look at objective. So then we are fortunate that Dolpopa is excellent objective Lama, and his view, and he is really predicted Buddha. That's one important. The other important is what he did is exactly what Buddha predicted. He did even more. So exception, that we have to understand. The third important, he is a Kalki manifestation from Shambhala. So that is not just Jonang-Kalachakra says, and all others, lamas, everybody, the incredible lamas, everybody believe that. Of course, they have a reason to believe, not just believe. So, the most essence, bottom line is, therefore his dharma is most definitive and Dzogdan's dharma. So if we connect it with Dzogdan dharma, that means we have much more ability to bring the Dzogdan age, the golden age, to bring and liberate this humanity. So that means is we have much more conditions to expand in our view, expanding our motivation, determination, enthusiasm. So we have no time to depress, inside, because we not focus in oneself. We not focus in even just one family or anything. We focus in the whole family of the humanity. So that is the great thing. So that doesn't mean you don't do nothing for your family. You're not allowed to love your family. Of course, we encourage you love more genuine on your family. But you have to understand this is a contribution to love the humanity and liberate the humanity. You have to understand the link. This link is the most important, okay? So maybe that is enough today, I guess.
Well, thank you, Rinpoche. To conclude our session for Dolpopa's Parinirvana, we'll do the regular Rene dedication prayer that we do.
Okay.
So by all these virtuous deeds of accumulated merit, may all beings be rescued from the ocean of samsara, where the tide of aging, sickness, and death is violently active. May this merit help all beings attain Buddhahood and be victorious of all the enemies of deceptive obscurations. By the goodness of what I have just done, may all beings complete the accumulation of merit and wisdom and gain the two sacred bodies. Whatever roots of virtue have been accumulated now or throughout the three times, I dedicate them here so that all mother-like beings may attain perfect and complete Buddhahood. Just like the exalted ones Manjushri and Sabbatabhadra practiced, like them I rejoice in all the virtues still to come, and fully dedicate them as well. In future lives, may I never be separated from my glorious Lama. May I never be separated from the joy of practicing the precious Dharma. May I accomplish all the enlightened Bhumi levels and paths and attain the Buddhahood of Vajradhara. As long as space remains, as long as beings exist, may I remain and expel their sorrows until they reach Buddhahood. May the precious renunciation arise which has not yet arisen, and may that which has already arisen not degenerate, may it increase. May the precious ethical discipline arise which has not yet arisen, and may that which has already arisen not degenerate, may it increase. May the precious bodhicitta arise which has not yet arisen, and may that which has already arisen not degenerate, may it increase. May the precious view of emptiness arise which has not yet arisen, and may that which has already arisen not degenerate, may it increase. May the precious Dharma be respected and remain in this world. The only medicine and cure for suffering, the source of all happiness, is the sacred Dharma. By the power of the three bodies of the Buddhas, the immutable truth of the Dharma, by the power of the inseparable union of the Sangha, may all our wishes be fulfilled. Just like the morning sun rising in the sky, may these teachings of the unsurpassable great secret of all the Buddhas spread and flourish throughout this world. Through the profound aspirations of the Bodhisattva kings of Shambhala, may we manifest the glory of the second golden age in this world. May all of us Dharma brothers and sisters come to enjoy the good fortune of our courage and commitment. Om Svasti, Dharmakaya truth body, primordially free from stains of elaboration, inconceivable treasury of spontaneous clear light, perfect pristine awareness of wisdom and compassion, appearing completely as the body of the deity. Guru Kalachakra, please protect us. Virtuous friend who with the two dharmas transmits an ocean of nectar, the compassionate blessings of Manjushri and all the victor's children that manifest as a magical display of enlightened activities. Beloved guide of incomparable wisdom, may you live a long and healthy life. Endowed with Samaya, Vajra disciples gathered like clouds, roaring like thunder, the melodious sounds of sutra and tantra ring out, and the ambrosial rain that ripens and liberates moistens the earth. And the great lotus garden of the Buddha's teachings flourish for all time.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And everybody in Tibet, everywhere, huge monks, huge numbers of monks, everybody, huge practice and chanting and offerings. So all of them we are dedicating together, okay? So rejoice that, rejoice.
We're all done.